Congratulations on your new fish. I'm here to show you how to safely acclimate your fish to your aquarium. So Petland sent you home with a bagged up fish, and it's going to have a rubber band at the top to secure the air into the bag. So your process when you get home initially is going to be to undo the rubber band and to actually float the bag in your aquarium. So we're going to do that first. We're going to get rid of the rubber band. I'm just going to pull on it to loosen it, and then I'm going to roll that rubber band right up the top. Rubber band is off. Now, we're going to roll this bag to create what's called a float ring. And our fish is hanging out in this water. I'm going to initially float the fish just like this. So I'll roll it up a little bit more. This float ring is important because it allows for oxygen exchange. If you float the bag that's sealed, not a lot of oxygen exchange can occur, and the fish can actually suffocate in the bag if you leave them in there too long. We're going to let this hang out just like this for about 10 minutes, just letting the temperature get a little bit used to the tank conditions. After you've had 10 minutes with your bag floating with its original tank water in there, you're going to unroll the float ring a little bit. You're going to keep a lot of that float ring, and you're going to put some of your tank water in that bag. Retighten up the float ring to make sure that it stays floating. And now we're going to leave that for another 10 minutes. You've had your fish now floating for 20 minutes. You're going to take your bag now, you're going to go to the sink with your net. You don't want to put the fish's bag water into your aquarium, and the main reason for that is that this fish has been afraid because he's been in the bag. And when fish are stressed, they breathe more rapidly, and they're exhaling waste products into the water. You don't want that extra wastewater to go into your aquarium at home. So our process is to use a large net to dump the fish from the bag into the net and then directly into the aquarium. The reason that we want a large net is we want a decent target. You don't want a little bitty net and then the fish flops as you're pouring him and he jumps right out of the net into the sink. That would be less ideal. So we're going to secure the net, and then we're going to dump the fish. I always use the edge of the bag. I try to make a tight corner when I dump the fish into the net, so that way I have some control over the direction. All right, he's safely in there. I'm going to quickly cup the fish, not squeezing, just cupping. We're going to take him to the tank and let him go. So now we're going to release the fish gently into the water. There he goes. He is safe. Now, if you have a fully established tank with lots of fish in it, a good idea would be to feed your existing fish at one end of the aquarium while you release the new fish at the other end. That way they're not messing with the new fish right away. Another really good idea is to use a product called Stress Guard. Stress Guard will help rapidly stimulate the fish's protective body slime. Fish all have a protective coating that prevents them from infection. When we net the fish, the net is abrasive and rubs the slime off. So the Stress Guard will cause that slime to grow back more quickly. So the bottle will tell you how much to use based on what size aquarium you have. So you literally dump that into the aquarium after you've released the fish, and you've now successfully acclimated your fish. You might turn off your lights for the first hour or two after putting the fish in there. That way he can find his hiding spot without the existing fish in that tank messing with him or chasing him around. If you have any questions about acclimating your new fish, please call the store and ask for a pet counselor.